Now Republican Congresswoman Marsha Blackburn of Tennessee. It's good to see you as always, and Happy New Year's to you.
Yes.
Representative, you know, it's never easy when you cut entitlements, right? I mean, this is the problem with entitlements. Once you give them, they're very, very hard, politically speaking, to take them away. Do you think it's prudent to actually be out there taking away benefits right now when you've got 18 coming up?
Trish, I think what we have to do is make sure people understand we're not talking about taking away benefits from those who deserve those benefits. The goal is to make certain that those who deserve and need those benefits get everything that they're entitled to.
Okay.
The answer is, how do you do that? Or that's the question, and the answer is you do it by making the system more efficient, by innovating, utilizing healthcare technology. And then another thing I think is exciting to have a discussion on is looking at Graham Cassidy, the legislation the senators have that they want to send Medicaid back to the states. And here in Tennessee, when I talk to our terrific state legislators that we have, they say, please send it to us. We can deliver these benefits more effectively, and that will give us the opportunity to innovate, and they're excited about doing that.
So maybe that's what's in store. But, you know, as you look at all the policy items that you can attack in 2018, one of the big ones for the president is infrastructure.
Correct.
If you were to stack this up and say what you wanted to get to first yourself, Representative, would it be infrastructure or would it be entitlement reform?
For me, getting to the broadband, high-speed internet title is number one. I am chairman of the Communications and Technology Subcommittee at Energy and Commerce, and I am so looking forward to broadband expansion and working with the president and his administration on getting this out there. And here's where this intersects with healthcare. If you're going to preserve all of our rural hospitals that need that preservation, if you're going to increase the opportunities for home health and delivery of home health, what you're going to need is consistent, reliable, high-speed internet. So there is going to be an intersection of these two. And the president is very focused on this, rightly so. And the vice president has quite a history of being very good on the issues of Medicare and Medicaid. And with their leadership and working with the House and the Senate, I think that kind of cleaning up these systems so that benefits go to those that deserve them.
Okay,
the delivery, the cost comes down.
I hear you. It sounds like you kind of want both things then. You know, the
That's
FCC
right.
and Ajit
Because
Pai,
they're
the
going
chairman
to
of the FCC, has
intersect.
been working pretty aggressively to deregulate some of the industry and get rid of some of those regulations that have hindered it from growing as fast as we would like to see it grow. But you're saying basically this is an infrastructure play of kinds, deregulation that simultaneously will benefit the reform in the healthcare system.
Well, it will. And when you look at infrastructure and you look at the broadband expansion and you look at increasing those opportunities in rural and underserved areas, then you're talking about access to more quality health care for more Americans and utilizing some of those next generation concepts.
I hear you. Let me jump in and just ask you, though, about what we're going to do right now about the increasing debt loads that we all have, 20 trillion and still counting. And now, of course, I'm a big believer that tax cuts will stimulate the economy, and I think that you're going to see an increase in tax revenue as a result of these tax cuts. But nonetheless, all of this stuff costs money, and the president, as much as you want to deal with healthcare reform, he wants to do infrastructure, and they're talking about potentially a $1 trillion infrastructure program. Where's the money going to come from?
And as we look at where the money is going to come from, I think one of the things that the president has talked about and Mick Mulvaney has talked about is public-private partnerships.
I like that.
And pulling together these public-private partnerships, looking at what we can do on our end with utilizing those dollars to basically be the multiplier. when you send this money back to the states and these grants go out into infrastructure, there are some opportunities that are going to be there. But Trish, this is the challenge to us, I believe, is how do we do some of these across the board cuts, reduce some spending, and address entitlements so that money is going for 21st century delivery, which is what people want to see.
No, you know, it's so easy to spend, right? But to actually have to make cuts, you're going to have to get pretty innovative. So we're relying on you
I've had my 1%, 2%, and 5% across the board spending cuts, and welcome everybody to support them.
Good. Well, so good to see you, Representative. Happy New Year.
Good to see you.
All right, take
Happy
care.
New Year to you. Bye-bye.
Bipartisan talk set to begin this week.